talk with Bear and Bear. That's what it should be called. Hall of Fame snubs. Owen Hart. That's a pretty good one. Owen Hart deserves to be in there. The British Bulldog. He deserves to. Brian Pillman. No, this nigga don't got. Brian Pillman should be in the Hall of Fame. This nigga wore orange and black trunks, for crying out loud. I can see Arn Anderson in there. Hopefully Arn Anderson will go in this year. The Honky Tonk Man, he should be in there. Jake the Snake should def. Lex Luger. Hey yo.
What you here, talking to yourself?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this Hall of Fame snubs. Yeah, this would be a good show, but how in the world do you got Brian Pillman in the Hall of Fame?
Hey, I mean,
he was only in WWE for 2 months.
He was in WCW. Remember, it's the WCW Hall of Fame now. 4 Horsemen. Everybody in the 4 Horsemen should be in the Hall of Fame, as far as I'm concerned. Except Steve.
Out your mind.
Except Steve Mongo and Mike.
You are out your mind.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me, with the exceptions of Ric Flair, Ole and Arn Anderson, the great Tully Blanchard, Barry Windham, I'll even go as far and give you Lex Luger.
Okay.
You really, and Chris Benoit. I will give you Chris Benoit. You really want to see Brian Pillman, Steve Mongo McMichael,
I said with the exception.
Dean Malenko, and Paul Roma. Because they were members of the Horsemen too.
Take away
Paul Roma,
the man of 1,000 holes.
He wasn't Horseman material.
He still should be Hall of Fame.
Okay, he should be in the Hall of Fame, but not with the Horsemen. How you got Lex Luger on here?
Torture rack, baby.
Steroids, baby.
Torture rack.
Steroids.
Torture rack.
He couldn't even say WCW right. He didn't know how to give a decent interview.
He was still a champion. He beat Hogan.
I am the athlete of 1,000.
Man.
Lex Luger. How do you have Brian Pillman on this list? Easy. I want you to tell me how you have Brian Pillman on this list. What did Brian Pillman do to be in the Hall of Fame besides pull out a 9mm on an episode of Monday Night Raw?
He was the vibe and feedback and forth with Steve Austin. He was one of the best workers in the business. He defied the dungeon.
You know who should be in the Hall of Fame? Ravishing Rick Rude should be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I ain't going to debate with
Tully Blanchard should be in the Hall of Fame.
You know what? That's another show.
That is going to be another show. That is going to be Lex Luger.
Yeah, that's another show. What's the next show?
Lex Luger.
You know what?
For the last, they must have put Hercules Hernandez in the Hall of Fame. Who I got?
I mean, you know what?
$1 million body, 10-cent brain.
$1 million man in the Hall of Fame yet?
Yeah. He went in it with Rocky Father.
Okay, yeah, you're
right.
And
his grandfather and Coco, I think it was Coco Beware was the one in Texas. The one that they just had in Arizona, I think he went in.
Yeah.
I forgot who abducted him, who put him in there.
Yeah.
And I know he went in because I remember him coming up with the $1 million title.
What happened to all them people that was in the Hall of Fame when they wasn't really doing it? Because you remember they used to do it at the King of the Ring. If you remember back in '95, the '95 King of the Ring, they had a Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Well, I'm sure they still in.
No, I'm saying like they did that and then you didn't hear about it.
You need to be in the Hall of Fame?
Who?
Bruno Sammartino.
He don't want to be in it.
He's going to be in it.
They gonna wait till he die.
He's going to be in it.
He don't want to be in it though. I mean, that's the biggest, and it's not even a snub because
he ain't going to be in it.
Bruno said that he don't like wrestling for what it is right now. He don't.
Well, a lot of people feel that way. Now I tell you, if they would have put Goldberg in Hall of Fame, that would have been a disgrace.
Oh yeah, certainly.
That would have been.
Yeah, it's a girl, Candace Kidd, out there, fan of the show. She said pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it's a girl out there named Candace Kidd.
Yeah,
she's one of the fans.
Yeah, and she's not. That's not a character name. At least I don't think so. You ever read her blogs? It's a Larks or Wrestling or something. It's a Larks then or Wrestling or something.
No, I need to check that out. What's it called?
It's on the page.
Okay.
She put it on the page.
I need to check that out.
Do you ever go on the page?
Yeah, I go on the pages all the time.
How often? Because I mean, on our page, our Facebook fan page.
Yeah, I'm on there all the time, man. You can see me on there all the time. I don't respond to a lot of stuff, but I just like reading what some of these people say. Yeah, some of these people say some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Some people say some things that make sense. It was one. I forgot who it was. who wrote it. But someone asked the question, who will win a match between Undertaker and Andre the Giant?
Me.
And I responded to that.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah,
I told you put your name because I be.
I do put my name right there. Big capital letters, BEAR.
You right. Yeah, you right. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, sometimes I don't. I like to be anonymous, like the laptop. That's the general manager.
Who do you think that is? Michael Cole?
No, I don't think it's Michael Cole.
It
doesn't make sense for it to be Michael Cole.
It don't, but I mean, I was watching. You ever read the Bleacher Report?
No.
A lot of times they got all different types of top 10s, top what ifs, and they had top 10 or top 20 ridiculous storylines, and that was one of them. They was like, note to WWE creator, please end the storyline now.
What storyline?
The anonymous GM.
I don't think it's Michael Cole.
I'm sick of it.
It can't be Michael Cole. It don't make sense to be Michael Cole. I think Michael Cole has benefited more from it than anybody else. But I would like to do a show on. Somebody might have mentioned this. I'm not sure. It might have been Squarehead. Boxhead, yeah. I would like to do a show on the worst gimmicks in wrestling.
That was actually B. Ryan.
B. Ryan? Okay, yeah. That's the that was the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and he was the Nature Boy Buddy Landau.
Okay.
Right? That's the one who filled in for me. Yeah. That was him. Nice guy. But there's only one Ric Flair.
Yeah, I mean.
No, he did a good job. He did a good job, and he kept up with you, which was important.
Yeah,
he kept up with you.
I need to get both of y'all on the show together, man.
That's like having that's apples and oranges, brother. I'm a bury him. Just like anybody, if there's anybody that's on our page, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace,
Yahoo,
porno, Yahoo, whatever. If there's anybody out there that want to sit at this table and go match for match, wrestler for wrestler, belt for belt with me, I'll take them all on. I'll burn him. that guy, them pimple faced morons from up in Jersey at the round table.
We need to take a trip.
Nah, what for? They're not gonna acknowledge me.
Yeah, we need to take
They're not going to acknowledge me.
You know what we
I can't blame them, though.
You know what I like to say? We like Team RKO.
Why is that?
Because, so, you think about it. Edge had the most title reigns, right? But people forget Randy can also carry his own. So while you might have all the knowledge up here, people when they sit down, they know you gonna give them a run for their money. But then I shock them with my knowledge.
Well, I mean, they go to our page. You got to list it up there. How old are you
24.
Yeah, you say you've been wrestling since you was like -1. So, you got that knowledge, and here I am. I'm a certain age that I'm not going to say. And, I got it up there that I've been looking at it for God knows how long,
Mm-hmm.
So, what gets me? When I'm taking a dump on the toilet and I'm looking at the round table, because that's the only time when I really feel like, when you get really constipated and you need to go and you need that something to make you go, I just look at the wrestling round table.
Right.
It makes me go every time. You got the one white guy that really looked like Courtney Cox. You got him, and he's like, sitting to my left, which is your right, like everybody's dumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like sitting to my left, which is your right. And it's like, we know left from right. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear this guy saying, he's like, oh, I work for MTV and I've worked for 16 years. And this guy be like, well, I'm a paper boy and I've been a paper boy for 14 years. And this guy, I've been beating my dick for the past 10 years. But you don't never hear one of them say there's a wrestling fan. I have never heard him say that. I've heard him say they watch wrestling, but that's a big difference. My son watch wrestling,
Right.
but that doesn't mean he's a fan.
You know, I talked to a guy, Ronnie Richards, and he was a fan of the show. So he found us on YouTube, and that's what linked him to Facebook. He was like, "Man," he said, "I saw you guys beefing with the Round Table. How did that happen?" I said, "I mean, they just Bear watched the show and just got sick to his stomach and asked was there a way we can get on, and it was the birth." And I told him, he said, "Man," I told him what they said about your sister, and he said, "Yeah," he said, "It's probably Eric. Eric take it too serious." I said, "Yeah, but the funny thing is, he can't even walk the same street of wrestling knowledge with Bear or myself."
Yeah, I mean, you know, like when we did the one show, I told him, I said, you know, choices could have been made to where it could have got away from what we are really here to do. I mean, even if you look at our shows, it's two different shows. They're called the Wrestling Roundtable, but they talk about MMA.
Right.
They talk about boxing. They talk about who got the biggest socks. They talk about who wears what deodorant. They talk about all this other stuff. We talk about wrestling. We don't talk about nothing else but wrestling.
Right.
How is your show called the Wrestling Roundtable? And I hear you talking about MMA bouts. You're talking about the Dukes of Hazzard. What was the greatest 80s show?
If they would have just said the Round Table, I would have respected them.
Well,
the Round Table.
I'm not going to take nothing from them. A lot of people follow them. But over the course of time, and as time goes on, people will begin to see, especially with a lot of the stuff that we got coming up with the blog talk radio and things like that, people are going to see that, you know, we have a passion.
You know what show we never did, and it wouldn't make sense to do it now? That was the top SummerSlam matches.
I don't think I have a favorite top SummerSlam match. I might.
Bret vs. Bulldog.
No, that's not my favorite.
Oh, come on.
No.
You don't like the Bret vs. Bulldog?
I think my favorite.
I wrote my list.
My favorite would probably be Bret versus Mr. First.
Over versus Bulldog?
Yeah, that match got boring.
Nah, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to do the ranking of WrestleManias.
It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good
it was
show.
either Cameron or Ronnie.
How many is it? This will be what, 27 coming up?
Yeah. I think Cameron or Ronnie said that they was like, "Yo, please show WrestleMania 9 some love."
Why? Because it was outside?
That was a good WrestleMania though.
What made it a good WrestleMania?
I mean, it was star-studded. Just like you had Hogan on the undercard for the first time, the biggest star in wrestling.
Was he on the undercard?
He was undercard.
As far as
the first time.
He was the undercard as far as you having
I'm sorry, the setup.
You know, yeah, but
nah, he wasn't in the main event.
But because he was in that match, it made it a main event match.
Oh yeah, well that's the reason why I bought the pay.
Undercard was like Hogan, not Hogan, Lugan Perfect.
Oh, great match.
Or undercard is like Shawn Michaels and Tatanka.
That was a good match. That was mad Tatanka.
Or Undertaker and John Gonzalez.
Why didn't Tatanka ever get a championship ring? An IC title ring.
In WWE?
Yeah.
Or just period?
No, WWE.
Because, and a lot of people don't know this, Tatanka was actually a heel. Mm-hmm. This is how he got into WWF. A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people do not have the knowledge and expertise that I have. He was actually a heel.
Okay.
He was the USWA heavyweight champion.
Right.
He beat Jerry Lawler.
Right. I remember reading that in Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Yeah. And what happened was Vince was buying it out. Okay. That's how Jerry got to be part of the company. And I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. Everything in the mother's on YouTube. But I remember seeing as clear as day, Vince actually had on the USWA title because Tatanka had beat Jerry Lawler. Mm-hmm. So he bought that company out, and that's how Tatanka, that's how he got in with the company. Now, why he never made it? Again, that's what I mean about the worst gimmicks in wrestling.
You think that was the worst gimmick?
You know, And it's funny that we having this. I don't think it was the worst gimmick. I mean, the Ding Dongs. There used to be a tag team called the Ding Dongs. I can show you right now.
I believe it.
Abe Knucklehead Swartz. I'm sure you don't remember him. The Goon. Goon. His name was.
Yeah, I remember the Goon.
The Goon.
Yeah, he was in the
hockey.
Yeah, the Battle Royal. 17.
Yeah.
Why do people? I don't understand. Everybody.
That was well Bill Earn.
People swear like that's like the best WrestleMania ever.
What?
WrestleMania 17.
Started.
I thought 15 was better. I thought Austin Rock at 15 was a better match, personally.
15 wasn't that good.
What?
Hogan and Boss Man and Allen sucked.
15?
That was Hogan. That was Undertaker and Boss Man and Hell in a Cell.
That was a good match.
That sucked.
Yeah, right.
That sucked.
The Intercontinental title match between Road Dogg, Val Venus, Goldust.
Sucked.
No, it didn't. Sable versus Tori.
Sucked.
You crazy. Big Show and Mankind. It was a good way they did it. Mankind winning the belt.
It sucked. The best WrestleMania to me, and I'm gonna say it on the show when we do it, was WrestleMania 7. WrestleMania 7, hands down.
WrestleMania 7. I mean, it was alright.
It was alright.
Hey
boy,
whoop-de-doo. Vince stepped out into the real world.
It's not so much about that though.
I mean, WrestleMania 6.
How many matches?
I thought WrestleMania 12 was better.
Why? The Iron Man match.
The Iron Man match, taking Diesel finally. Also, Return of the Warrior. What else?
Diesel looked so stiff.
WrestleMania 4 was better.
Yeah, the Battle Royal was pretty good. That's pretty good. That's gonna be a good show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good show. I don't know. We'll see.
What you think about what's going on in wrestling right now, though? Miz and Jerry Lawler.
It's good for. I think the Miz needed. Because don't nobody. It's hard to take the Miz seriously. You know, I'm not knocking the guy. Because evidently you had to do something right to be the WWE champion. Got to do something right. Mm-hmm. But people, how can I say this the way it makes sense to someone on your level?
Excuse me?
Okay. People have to do things that they probably wouldn't do to make the Miz look good.
Okay.
And viable as the heavyweight champion.
I've
never seen Jerry Lawler climb a ladder.
Yeah.
Never. I've never seen him climb a ladder.
I want to see Miz and Morrison.
That was a pretty good match.
It was a great match to start the year. I want to see that on a pay-per-view stage. Because I know it was so.
Yeah, but it's not Morrison's time yet. But mark my words. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be heavyweight champion before you know it.
McIntyre?
Yeah. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. I don't know why he got to push over Del Rio. I mean, Del Rio's a good wrestler.
Yeah, but you don't know Alberto Del Rio's background.
Oh, I know. He's probably the top star in Mexico.
Yeah, but his uncle is Mil Mascaras.
Who's that?
Wrestle Talk with BDuB, the Wrestling Encyclopedia.
Man, what's up with, I mean, what you say? What's up with Mexicans and cars?
Yeah, what is this big deal with Mexican and cars?
I mean, you know, not to be racist.
Except for, I'm not being racist, but it's something you think about.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero, he used to come out in cars.
Mm-hmm.
He used to come out with Chavo cars. Now you got Alberto Del Rio cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like when
But his father, I forgot what his name is in Mexican, but it was like in English it's like Two-Face.
Okay.
That was his father, and he wrestled as I'll find out what it is, but he wrestled as the junior, and you know he might have more experience than Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre had every belt almost.
When?
He's been Intercontinental Champion. He's been Tag Champion. I mean, what other belts is there for him? He was Tag Champion with Cody Rhodes.
You're right. Man, I sometimes SmackDown.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
You want to talk about what's the current events in
I'm
wrestling?
just saying though. I mean, Raw.
Snooze fest.
I'm just saying though. Think about this. Why am I gonna stop my Friday night plans to watch SmackDown?
Raw is like Wrestle Talk and BDuB. SmackDown is the round table.
Makes sense. But I mean, think about it. Are you gonna stop your plans for Friday night? You and your girl gonna go on a date. You gonna say, nah, baby, we can't go. I gotta go watch wrestling.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean,
I'll tell you why I'm not gonna do it. It's because I got DVR, so if I want to watch it,
right, me too.
But it doesn't have that.
I gotta.
Vince McMahon got this big announcement. I want to race home because I've seen and heard you do it 1,000,001 times. I gotta get home and see Raw.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, but that's Monday's night announcement, man.
What did you say it was gonna be Justin Bieber?
Watch my words.
You look like you like Justin Bieber. You're a Justin Bieber fan.
Hey, no. I mean, he was an insane
Biebermania. Biebermania.
Watch. The sources tell me. But you know what? I was sitting up there. I'm like, damn, Vince gonna make an announcement on Raw, and I was happy. I got off at 7 instead of 9:30 that night. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be home in time to watch wrestling. Get home. I was studying. And then me and my girl was going through something. She decided she said, well, when you ready to talk, she was busy. She decided she want to talk at 9. You know, I was like, she knew what she was doing. I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. So I'm sitting there.
On?
I don't know.
Well,
But
if it is, it is.
yeah. So she sat there and got up there 9 o'clock. I said, oh, you gotta wait 10 minutes. I waited 10 minutes for Vince to say, yeah, next week I'm gonna have a big announcement.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't wait.
There better not be no Justin Bieber. That's gonna turn me right off wrestling.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
No, you gotta be over.
You know what's gonna happen.
I mean,
if Alberto Del Rio win that belt, that is gonna be a huge, huge upset over Edge.
Okay.
John Cena's gonna beat The Miz. Kofi Kingston. What's the one with the blonde hair? He's to be a part of the Spirit Squad. Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin. Kane. They're gonna be in Money in the Bank. CM Punk's gonna fight Randy Orton. You know what's gonna happen. Santino and the Russian are gonna fight the Hawaiian kids, and then that's when
I heard they might break them up.
Jay and
Joe, whatever, the Usos.
Well,
what's up?
They came into the business at the wrong time.
They
came in at the wrong time because they're trying to build up their tag team division, but it's just hard. They might as well just put them on the Nexus.
They like Jason and Jonathan out there trying to wrestle.
Or the Core with another R. Core.
I ain't understand that one. What they trying to do? Nation versus DX all over again?
No, it was just that they don't have nothing for Wade Barrett. It's very hard. You know, Wade Barrett, he just got treated this one way on this show, and now you bring him down here to this show. What are you going to do with him?
It was stupid.
What are you going to do with him?
I wouldn't mind seeing him with the title.
You're not going to. What title are you going to put on?
You know what I'm saying? When he was facing John Cena, Randy Orton.
Too early.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Too early.
I was
Wade Barrett will never be the heavyweight champion.
I was glad I didn't order that pay-per-view.
Wade Barrett will never be a heavyweight champion.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Man,
Undertaker has a problem talking.
Undertaker said he's the next big thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he want to pass the torch to him. I hope he don't lose to him. I hope Undertaker will never lose that streak.
It's gotta happen. He has to go out. He has to give back. I would rather see Ted DiBiase.
You don't want to see Undertaker end off at 20 and 0?
I would like to see Ted DiBiase in the Undertaker streak. That would be a story that goes full circle.
It would. I didn't think about that one. I bet you the
Of course you don't think about it. Because you don't have a mind like I got. That would be the perfect ending for the Undertaker's career. His career ends by the son of the guy who bought him in the WWE.
Yeah. Why is he jobbing though?
Why is he with Maurice?
She don't want him.
Maurice should be with me. You
just saying that. Ebony, I wonder if she heard that.
Is that thing recorded?
I don't know. Is the light on?
I don't see no light.
Yeah, it's probably recording.
Oh, crap. She might hear this.
I thought she said she don't watch
I was
the show.
just playing.
I thought she don't watch the show.
Who?
Ebony.
Well, she's watched it a couple times. She think we just hilarious. She thinks we just hilarious people. She don't know nothing about wrestling. She don't know a dick from a hair from wrestling. But she'll watch it. Just
She'll love it. She watches the show all the time. She come up with the pretty
the kids good peoples, man. I'm happy for you and the kids, man. For real. I see you telling me, y'all settling down, going ahead and get married.
Yeah, I can say that right now.
What y'all got planned for this weekend?
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No, we was talking about going to WrestleMania 28. That was funny. Let me get ready to go.
Oh man, you